What's up, guys? Now, Mr. Black Panther annihilated the voting polls, so naturally, here he is. And I dropped my cat football skit to hopefully hold you guys over while I worked on this video. I figured, it was cat related, so why not? Anywho, I said that I would pick 5 to 10 of you guys to shout out from the Ant-Man video comments, but there were so many requests that I just went ahead and bumped it up to 15. But don't worry if you don't get a shout out this time. I plan to do this at least maybe once or twice a month, maybe more, I don't know, I'll see. And I'll keep it to first time shout outs for now so that I can shout out as many of you guys as I can. And with that said, let's do some shout outs. Right out the gates, we have Red's Reviews. Next up is Ann the Artist. Please subscribe and recommend my channel if you can, sir. I will have to check it out. And here's Mahili Gabriel Uy Gonzalez. I hope I pronounced that right. Here's Legend Life Gaming and Stop Motions, Screenslaver, and The Underminer. Sounds like a deadly duo. Dill Bob, or DYL Bob, or Do You Love Bob? Hopefully one of those was right. Lego Boy. Oh boy, it's Bendy Plushie Studios. And here's Nerdy Review Studios. Please help me with my channel. I will have to check that one out too. Goji Fan 2019. And here's Grizzly Bear. I drew a shirt on you just in case to keep it family friendly, but it's Iron Man, so hopefully you're not offended. Gab Revs. Matthew Burgos. Charlie Farrow, but I'm shouting out his son Mateo, who watches my videos before he goes to sleep. Wow, I didn't realize my videos could be used as bedtime stories. Huh. And finally, we have Gabrielle Arella. Congrats to those who got shouted out, and a huge thank you to all you guys for being my subscribers. I said it before and I'll say it again. I got the best subscribers this side of YouTube. If anyone disagrees, fight me. And with that said, let's get this review started. Starting with the box front, we get the Black Panther glam, a nice open window, still no endgame subtitle, and inspired by Black Panther. We all know it's directly from the Black Panther. Here's one side, the top, the other side, and the bottom with the UPC. And on the back, we get a super glam of the Black Panther and some wording here. T'Challa, the King of Wakanda, protects his homeland and the world from threats. Then you got the other figures I already reviewed and legal poop. And there he is, guys, the Black Panther back from the snap. Now straight off the bat, he looks exactly like the Black Panther movie version that I showed you guys earlier, except for his staff here. He's got a black one, the new one, this one's brown. But we'll go over any other differences later in the video if there are any. But like I said too, I never reviewed him, so I'm gonna go ahead and review the new one as if I never reviewed him, because I never did. Yeah, I know that wasn't the greatest dialogue. It cut me some slack, Cap. Now starting with the head, we get a surprisingly detailed skull for a basic figure. I mean, this is only 10 bucks, but they got some nice details. Got some little lines back here, which is just simple, but the sides here have this nice Wakandan patterning or like scripture. I'm not really sure what that was supposed to be, but looks really nice. Same thing on the mouth there, and the sides of the mouth and the top of the head. The forehead there looks really nice, and the top of the head as well. Got those little ears here, which are actually a little bit soft, if you can see that, so you don't have to worry about hurting yourself if you sit on it. But the only paint is on the eyes. It's a nice silver, but it's just kind of boring. And moving into the body, we get lots and lots of texturing and sculpted in details here, looking pretty sweet. Although the texturing pattern kind of reminds me of like a tire tread, but honestly, it's better than looking like smooth plastic. And then you got some more of that Wakandan kind of scripture or just patterning right there along the body and then in the chest. Now, one thing I really wish is that, he's kind of just a rehash of the Black Panther movie one. I wish they would have at least updated the paint with, like, the Marvel Legends, how they added the purple here, that's just so much nicer. Just imagine how awesome this would have been if they just added that paint, but oh well, that's kind of disappointing. The silver paint on the hip looks pretty nice though. Not so much on this side though. And his nano necklace here has more silver paint, and it's actually surprisingly cleanly applied. I was expecting some more smudge, especially after seeing the one on the hip, but just look at that. They actually did a really good job painting the necklace, so that's pretty impressive. Although that's the only paint that you get, because the rest of the back here has nothing. I mean, it's got some nice texturing and stuff, but it's got no paint. And his arm has more of that tire tread pattern going on there, as well as the non-painted Wakandan accents. Although it does have these silver portions that are painted, and they're surprisingly accurate and clean, just like the necklace, so that's a plus. He's got some nice muscle detail on the inside there as well, looking pretty buff for Mr. King T'Challa. And his hand here is in the claw on this side, while this hand is an open hand to hold his staff. And the silver on this one's actually pretty clean as well. Take a look at that. So at least they got that right. The rest of the upper arm is the same. Now what's really cool though is there's lots of details in here. You can see there's more pattern and texturing on the inside, and you can actually see his knuckles were sculpted in there as well. So that's pretty awesome. Just the claws not painted. And moving into the legs here, spin, 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 showing the overall details. Alright, now for close-ups. You get more of that tire tread patterning there, as well as some decently sculpted thigh muscles. And here's some more of that missed opportunity Wakandan accents that are not painted purple. And moving into his Panther Boots here, we get more of that tire tread pattern, but check out the silver paint applications there. They're super cleanly applied, accurate, and just look really good. I mean, it's really surprising because, you know, when I saw the hip right up here, it's just like the paint job on that is like blah. But then you look at the arms here, it's clean, that clean, and then the necklace is clean, then that's clean. So I guess this is just the one exception that's just blah. And he's got some pretty cool Panther shoes there as well, almost mechanical looking compared to the organic look of the rest of the figure. And of course he's got his insta-kill toes right there. Cha! And here's the bottom of the feet for you with legal fart. And for moving joints land, his head rotates in a circle and has a itty bitty bitty amount of side to side and a decent amount of up, but not so much down. And his arm goes around the world, but his shoulder only has about a 70-degree shoulder joint, but at least his elbow goes about 90 and it bends in a circle. And his legs go that far forward and a pretty decent amount back. Not quite the splits, but still pretty good. But they're very bendy. Check that out. You can actually make them kind of cross just like that, just fine. And his forearm is actually pretty bendy as well, as you can see. But the upper arm is actually hard, as well as his body and his face. Whoops. And he comes with this vibranium staff here, which actually looks pretty cool. I actually dig this transparent purple that they used for it, and the blade itself is actually sculpted pretty nicely, and it has a pretty clean and kind of menacing look to it. Although this kind of bubbly stuff on the outer edge, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. It's like some sort of zapping effect or something, or maybe they are bubbles, or maybe it's just some sort of mold growth. Now this staff here is the exact same staff as the Black Panther movie version, like detail for detail, mold for mold, except for the color of the handle there. This one's black and this one's brown. And that was actually a design choice because the whole thing is actually molded in this transparent purple, and they actually chose to paint that black instead of brown, which I don't understand because I personally don't like this black color. Brown makes more sense because, you know, it's like a staff, you know, a spear. So I don't know. I personally don't like this black, but I mean, some people might, so eh. And it's pretty bendy too, so you know, it's safe to poke people with. And it only fits in his right hand, and you just plug it into his hand just like so, and there you go. Now he's holding his staff. Now if you thought the staff being the exact same was a disappointment, then I hate to break the news to you with the figure sculpt. Oh wait, wrong one. There we go, that's better. That's the right one. Now I challenge you to tell me which one is the Black Panther movie version and which one is the new Endgame version. New being in quotes, of course. Now, you shouldn't be able to tell the difference because there is none. Literally, there is absolutely zero difference. No different paint, no different sculpt, no added nothing. It's the exact same sculpt as Black Panther movie. Or actually, wait, there is one difference, just one. Alright, here's a foot here, get that in focus. Alright, now the legal fart on the Black Panther movie one says 2017, but on the Endgame one it says 2019. So yeah, there is a difference, and that's pretty much it. So in conclusion, if you already have the Black Panther movie version, then he is a huge letdown, major disappointment. But if you've never bought him before, he's a mega win because he's got great sculpting, really clean paint, and just looks like really great for 10 bucks. So he's either a mega win or a mega poop, depending on which camp you're in. I'm making a lot of poop references in this video for some reason. But on the bright side, if you happen to have Nano Gauntlet Hulk here, you can jack his gauntlet and recreate the gauntlet football scene from the end of Endgame. I have the gauntlet now, Thanos. It is mine, and I never lose things or make false definitive statements.
Hey, I want the gauntlet. Gimme.
No, Thanos. All you can have here is blood and dust.
But I don't want those things. They're not as cool.
Okay, maybe it didn't quite happen like this in the movie, but you guys get the point. And yeah. And now for some comparisons. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Vibranium Black Panther. Ugh, if only they added that purple. And here's a Disney Store Marvel Toy Box Black Panther. Here's a Black Panther movie basic Shuri, Marvel Legends version coming eventually. The Marvel Legends Killmonger. And that guy. Here's the Hasbro basic Team Spider-Man farted from home. Okay, which one of you just farted? And why are you standing so close to me? Was it me? And here he is next to the Endgame Wave 2 figures that I've reviewed so far. And here's a cat. Name Goose. Fluckin'! Well guys, if this is your first time getting this basic Black Panther, then he's a great choice. The details are sweet, and if you're good with the paintbrush, you can really make him shine with some purple paint. Now Mr. Chitauri Man will be next, obviously, since he's the last one, or she. Not really sure actually. But I still have plenty more Marvel stuff to review, and maybe I can finally review some other stuff that has been in holding pattern in my closet. So stay tuned for those. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for being subscribers, thanks for being awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.